This is a SmartDesk Connect by Autonomous, a $700 sit-stand desk with some pretty neat convenience features, including collision detection and a smartphone app. But before I get into all the details, it's worth noting that Autonomous sent me this desk for review, with the understanding that I can say whatever I want about it, so this is my best shot at an honest opinion of all of the features that I enjoyed, and a few things that didn't quite work out as well as I expected. A few years back, I purchased the SmartDesk Core to complement my home office with some sit-stand functionality. And overall, I've been really happy with it. The programmable height positions are very convenient, and despite a little surface wear, it still works just as well as it did on day one. So when Autonomous reached out with an upgraded version, it piqued my interest. Just like the original SmartDesk, the SmartDesk Connect features a 1-inch thick MDF wooden desktop supported by a steel frame with dual electric motors to permit a smooth and relatively quiet transition between different heights. However, the SmartDesk Connect uses a 3-part leg mechanism that's capable of lifting up to 310 pounds of load. All things considered, over the past month, I've found this desk construction to be excellent, with no signs of early wear on the desktop, and it's more than capable of supporting and moving my 32-inch monitor, speakers, and peripherals as expected. The desk moves between its 23.6 to 49.2-inch height range at a rate of about 2.3 inches per second, which seems reasonable and, as I mentioned, is fairly quiet. The spec sheet says that it's about 10 decibels quieter than the standard SmartDesk Core, coming in at 40 decibels, but to my ear and in my basic office measurements, they were very similar, which honestly is fine because neither is intrusive. The most notable hardware upgrade with the SmartDesk Connect is the change to a lower profile, matte plastic control panel that no longer angles out from the desk. A seemingly small change, but a welcome one for me, because I occasionally used to bump into the original panel when moving things around my office. This new panel features a circular display and 2-inch LED bar that lights up when the desk moves, along with 6 buttons to control the height of the desk, quickly jump to 3 positions held in memory, and alter these positions or other desk settings. The one downgrade, if you will, is that you only have 3 position memory buttons with the SmartDesk Connect, whereas the Core has 4. But honestly, I usually only use 2 of the positions for sit and stand, so it's a fair trade-off given the new smart features that I'll discuss in a minute. The only other build-worthy note is that Autonomous has transitioned to using desktops with rounded top edges rather than the sharper edge that they used to use. I actually really like this new top because it's more comfortable if your arms rest against the desk, and the original design was prone to chipping here when my chair made contact. Only time will tell if this new rounded edge will hold up better, but I certainly hope so. I opted for the white MDF desktop in the classic 53 by 29 inch size with square black legs, but currently you can select from white, black, dark bamboo, pink, blue, and teal desktops, as well as white, black, or gray legs, with the white legs also being available in rounded tubes. All said and done, the SmartDesk Connect costs between $700 and $870 depending on your configuration, and comes with a very reasonable 1-year warranty for the desktop and either 5 or 7 years on the legs depending on the shape. The real reason to buy the SmartDesk Connect though is for all of the features. Like most sit-stand desks currently available, the SmartDesk Connect allows you to control the height of the desk using the arrows or memory keys on the control panel, which is convenient for spontaneous transitions throughout the day. However, the control panel also features Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity, which allows you to link your desktop to a 2.4 GHz network and control its height using the new Autonomous app. At first, I was a bit skeptical. Generally speaking, physical buttons are more convenient than having to open an app to control the height of a desk. But the real benefit of the app lies in some of the more advanced features. Yes, you can move the desk up and down using the app, and you even have 2 extra memory positions specifically targeted at sit and stand. But in addition to the graphic of your desk updating live to show your desk height, a cute novelty, you also have the ability to schedule your desk to automatically move throughout the day in a number of different ways. These schedules can accommodate moving to a specific position at a set time of day, moving to one position, then another after a certain amount of time has lapsed, or scheduling your desk to move into its standing position at a set time for a given duration before moving back to your sitting position. Between these three options, you can get very intentional with how and when you want your desk to move in order to promote good office ergonomics. And these actions can be repeated any day or days of the week that you want. The app is also supposed to be capable of notifying you 5 to 20 minutes before a session is set to begin, and you can require that you confirm the session before its start in order to avoid sudden jarring movements. But the app is still in development, and I haven't been able to get either of these bonuses to work yet. But even without these features, having the ability to schedule sit-stand transitions that automatically occur throughout the day has been really handy. I've used a few sit-stand desks over the past decade or so, and the one thing that I've learned is that having the ability to move the desk doesn't mean I'll actually use it to stand up throughout the day. More often than not, I've set my heights properly, then once a month or so, I remember to actually work standing up. So, being able to schedule a mid-morning and mid-afternoon movement each day of the week is actually very helpful. Otherwise, I just get too focused in my work and sit all day long. In addition to scheduling, the Autonomous app also gives you the ability to change the color of the control panel's LED light strip, which is kinda neat, and you can upgrade your desk's firmware. Though honestly, aside from the schedules, the best smart feature is the anti-collision ability. This works when the desk is moving either up or down, and is designed to detect if the desk frame is bumping into or pinching something. This is particularly handy if you store things beneath your desk, or like me, occasionally move your chair under the desk while standing and forget about it, because it automatically detects that there's something interfering with the movement and stops before the desk flips or you crush something. This feature is enabled with maximum sensitivity by default, but if you need to, you can adjust the collision detection sensitivity manually within the app. This may be necessary if you regularly rest your arms on the desk mid-movement, as the most sensitive setting is quite risk-averse. Over the course of the last month, I've been really happy with the SmartDesk Connect. It functions well, with the exception of those few schedule features that I couldn't get working, but I suspect those can get fixed through software updates. I also found it kind of strange that the numbered memory positions in the app don't synchronize with the physical buttons on the control panel. I guess this does give you additional height options, but I honestly found it a little confusing, so hopefully this gets an update as well. Having said that, the collision detection works quite well, provided that the object being pinched comes into contact with the frame, and max sensitivity from time to time may detect phantom collisions, but this can be corrected by lowering the sensitivity within the app. The other thing worth noting is that the desk only uses Bluetooth to configure the Wi-Fi connection during setup. After that, the app controls the desk via the internet, so you'll need a 2.4 GHz internet connection. But you don't have to be on the same network in order to control the desk, which is kinda neat. Overall, the SmartDesk Connect, starting at $700, isn't cheap. And if all you want is a sit-stand desk without any of those smart features, there are definitely other options. But I honestly found the anti-collision detection and scheduling features to be quite handy. So if you're interested in those, you should check it out. Autonomous has also been nice enough to provide my viewers with a little discount code as well, which you can find by following the link that I'll leave in the description below. All things considered, I'm happy that I got the upgrade and would recommend this desk to a friend. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.